Hey lads, several months back I started this Challenge Me series where you guys watching can send me a request to play on my Discord. And it's been a while since I've been able to do one, and I realized today that the last request that I'm on was from August. So everyone since August, like I haven't even gotten to yet, which is kind of crazy. So I do need to make sure I'm doing this subscriber series more often, more regularly. But if you do want to challenge me, you have to join the queue. And the only way you can do that is by posting in my Discord. Today we are playing against Kiki Cause, who said, "Hi, could I play you? I am 1600. And I just looked on Kiki Cause's profile. Their username is hollymolly2000, and it says that they have a FIDE rating of 1751. So I'm probably going to get cooked. Their Blitz rating 1744, which is higher than mine. And their only rating that really isn't higher than mine is their Rapid. Their Rapid is 1801, and I'm a 1959 currently. So I'm at an all-time peak right now when I'm recording this. But yeah, not really sure what to think about this. I do think this will be a challenge, but let's give hollymolly2000 a call and see what we can do. So your name is Kiki Cause?
Yeah, it's
How long have you been playing chess?
I started on January.
Since January?
Yeah,
That's not long.
yeah, I'm pretty new and
That's really, really impressive. You have on your profile that you are 1700 FIDE?
yes,
That's crazy. That's really, really good.
I play a lot of tournaments. That's the reason of the yellow.
Well, that's really cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat you, but I will do my best.
Okay, yeah, I also doesn't know a lot because I saw the videos and I am not that prepared against the Jobava.
Okay, well, I think many people are nervous because my rating is 1950, but honestly, my ability at chess is similar to yours. You know, like we are all bad.
Yeah.
So I will blunder. Don't worry.
Yeah, me too. I will blunder a lot.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. First person to get 2 wins.
Yeah,
All right, you ready?
yes,
Good luck, bro.
too.
Lads, just because this game is played over the board, I wasn't actually able to record the timing of the moves in real time. So the time will count down, but it'll only count down every time a move is made. It'll just update the time after each move. So that's an apology from me. Sorry that I couldn't get that to count down live, but it's just what it is when I'm playing over the board chess. Hope you enjoy the games. I think you really will. Let's jump into them now. Okay, sending the challenge. There we go. Okay, we finally made a move. All right, Al, they're playing the Dutch. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we'll go into a Jobava. And they've played the knight out. Okay, we're playing against the Dutch. And I'm playing my Jobava against it. Oh, and he's played this move. I'm pretty sure against the Leningrad Dutch, we're supposed to play h4. Now, this can get very tactical very quickly, I think. Yeah, and okay, I do know this because I've been looking at trying to how to beat the Dutch, and I haven't really had to face it recently online. And he's just taken. Was not expecting that. So usually they want to castle this side. I was expecting him to take with his knight, and I was going to capture back with my rook. And now I'm a little confused. But I do think we can try to develop here. Let's try to develop our bishop and go after that h5 pawn. This is crazy. And I'm just waiting to see what his moves are. Let me see if I can turn my volume up a little bit on this. You might be able to hear it. Okay, I'm just gonna make his move there. So he's moved there to defend his f5 pawn. Almost like a classical Dutch setup. And maybe we can just like full focus this h5 pawn. I'm going to just put the bishop here and go after this pawn on h5. Because it only has one defender and I don't see how he's going to defend it. I'm really surprised that he took on h5. I thought he was going to take with a knight because it looks like a free pawn. And I know if they take with knight, then you can sack your rook on h5, which is a line which I don't... You get the pawns back because the queen can become very active. But yeah, I'm completely out of theory now. So I'm not really sure what he's going to play here. Okay, so he's moved in, and I'm thinking maybe I just take the pawn now on h5. Is that right? I don't think it's wrong. Yeah, let's take it. I mean, it looks like a free pawn, and now we're equal again. He's castled, and I'm playing on this Evo board, which I'm hoping that it'll get me more prepared for these tournaments that I'm going to be playing. Okay, can I take the knight? He takes with pawn. And then this bishop on c8 is kind of annoying. Maybe I can play e4. Because he can't take me, because then I take his knight. And then I can capture back. Seems like an idea. Let's go for it. It looks interesting. I'm always up for interesting looking things. And I'm also thinking maybe I can get my bishop onto d3. My light squared bishop onto d3. And then really go after that diagonal there. He's moved his knight back. I mean, that seems very solid, doesn't it? Okay, what's going on? I could take the pawn. He takes with bishop. Let's say I take the pawn with my rook. He takes with bishop. I take back on f5 with my pawn. And then I move in for the attack. Very interesting. Don't think it's working yet, though. I also have a check with my bishop. I think I'll throw this check in. Don't know if it's right. But he's probably going to move his king. Yeah, he moves his king. And here I could play e5. He takes my rook. I take his knight. He takes my pawn. I move in. I honestly think it's fine. I'm going to do it. It just looks really, really aggressive and fun. So he took my rook. Oh, man. Okay, so in I go. In we go, boys. We're going in. We sack the exchange. What a wild game. But you got to play a wee bit wild sometimes, you know? There's no point being passive. He's moved his queen over. He wants a queen exchange, which I am not going to give him. If he gets a queen exchange, I'm cooked. And also, I really don't want his I really don't want his I need my knight to be developed onto g5. That's the square I need it on. I'm down 2 points. I gotta come back here. I think we'll come back to h3, and we'll look at that pawn still. So he captures, and now I can take with my bishop, pinning him. But he's clearly going to capture back, and then I'll capture, and then he's gonna push e7 or e6. And I'm just gonna try to castle, aren't I? I think I'm gonna do it though, because I think his this is wild. I think his yeah, so he went e6, and now we need to play the knight forwards, and we can really start to pressure here. I think I'm down to 3 minutes and 49 seconds. I don't have much time on the Evo board, because I gotta make the moves and move quite quickly. And time might really be a challenge here for me. Maybe I should not have sacked everything and gone crazy here. But this is fun chess, isn't it? So I'm basically gonna go into g5, and on g5 I can pressure this pawn, and I'm pressuring checkmate. How does he defend both? He defends both with the queen. He can't actually take me, which is fine. So let's castle. Oh, things are getting crazy. Is he gonna move his king? Can I sack a knight on d5? Wow. That move was not good. That was not a good move by him. I don't think that was a good move. I think I should sack a knight on d5. He takes, and I take with the bishop. Or maybe we just come in here. Let's do this. Let's do this. And I'm thinking about sacking the knight. Maybe that was wrong. But I don't know yet. Oh, no, I should have gone knight d5. I definitely should have done it. Take the pawn. He takes with bishop. Take with check. He takes. I'm just going to retreat. I don't want to, but I'm going to do it. I'm down to 1 minute and 40 seconds. I bet you knight d5 was the answer there. I bet you it was. Going to attack his queen. And if he goes if he goes f7 with his queen, we can take the pawn. Where else is he going to go? Okay, he just comes forwards. Come on, don't do that to me. I don't have enough time. I should have done like adding seconds on my Evo board here. You got to play with increments sometimes. He's taking with check. I think we can just move over. He's taking this one. I'm running out of time. I can't focus. Yeah, he just pulls back. I can't do this. This Evo board is too hard. It's too hard to play quickly. It's very difficult. I need to get better at it. I need to play with increment. Yeah, I lose on time. I can't play quick enough. Yeah, I lost on time. Okay. It is what it is. That was depressing. And I feel like I need to play the next game a little bit better. But I definitely need to play with increment. I'm going to have a look at that after the game. Let's play a game 2, but I'm going to add increment. You're all probably just watching game 1 there and thinking, why did the engine say the best move was to take on f5? I didn't see this move in the game, but I wish I did. I'll just go over the 3 responses that black can have here and why all of them are not good for him. The queen could take my knight, the rook could take my knight, or the pawn could take my knight. So let's start with the queen. If I take here and the queen captures me, which is his best move, we have this check on h6, and we're just doing very well here. He's got to go to one of these squares. Let's say he goes to this one. Then we can just bring in reinforcements. We can bring the knight in here, and if the pawn takes, we're checking with the bishop. So things are looking very, very good for us here. If he goes to this square, we can actually bring the bishop over here, target the queen, and his best move is actually to move his knight and give up his queen. But let's say he doesn't do that. Let's say he gives up his queen. This is a forced checkmate in 15. Actually forced mate in 11 now, it's saying. I think the engine said 15 at first there. But just really good for me. So that would have been if he took with the queen. If he takes with the rook, we just capture his queen. And this is very good for us. Forced mate in 10 moves, depending if he can find all the correct refutation for 10 moves. And the final one is if I capture here and he takes with a pawn. This is actually a beautiful checkmate in one. Queen cutting through everything and the bishop cutting off the back squares. I wish I saw this in the game. I didn't. I was down to like a minute, so I'm not going to spot that. But pretty exciting stuff. Let's jump into game 2. There we go. Sent the challenge. Okay. And he's playing e4. We will go into a Caro-Kann. And he is, he's coming out guns blazing. And he's playing, okay, this is the Carlsbad Botvinnik variation. I'm sorry, the Botvinnik Karl's defense. That's what this one is. Oh, I nearly knocked my piece. That would not be good, would it? And he's just taken it, which is quite interesting. I think I can just capture the pawn back. Is this correct? I'm pretty sure it is. I also have a check. Picking up that pawn. But if I check, he goes b4. So I don't want to throw in a check yet. But maybe I check b4, I take with knight. He can't take back. Yeah, he can't take back because his pawn is pinned. Okay, I think he missed that. And am I in trouble here? Is this some kind of weird pin? I can take the pawn. Oh, he's probably got me in some trap, some tricky line. Yeah, this is why I don't fall for these silly gambit tricks. I just fell right into this, didn't I? I can throw in a check. And take the pawn, but then he recaptures with queen. This is good. I'm learning a lot here. And if I just move the knight, I lose. I think I'm just going to take the pawn with my queen. He's gonna recapture, and I'm gonna move my I'm gonna move my queen here. But okay, this is not good. What am I doing? Just pull back and try to win a pawn. I think he's completely winning again. I'm inting my lead, lads. Okay, I can capture here. Don't think it's wrong for me to capture. Is it wrong? And I can't see things over the board. This is not good. This is actually terrible. Why can I not see that? I swear it's a different game. I'm playing like a 1200. It's just completely destroyed me. Unbelievable. That's crazy. I can't even see that, you know? That's disgusting. What is this? All right, I can't do this. I need to play him instead of over the thing here. I'm gonna play him on the computer and just get some revenge and show you guys the difference of how difficult it is to play over the board. I know you guys are saying I'm making this up, but I'm gonna play him over on the computer. I did play Holy Moly 2000 2 games on the computer as well. And I'm not going to show you what happened in those games because he absolutely crushed me. I think we have to say that a 1750 FIDE is just so much above a 1950 online. He's just a fantastic player. Now let me go and just show you real quick the accuracy which he played at in the game we just played and the other two. Here is his accuracy in the game you just saw, 99.4. Now, it is easier to have higher accuracy when someone plays bad moves, and I played a few bad moves, but that was fantastic. He then played with a 91.8, and in his final game, he played with a 92.7. I feel like I'm a decent chess player, but Holy Moly's just a really, really good player. Props to you, brother. I would be proud if I was you about those games, and I'm sorry that I didn't give you more of a challenge. I'll do my best in future subscriber games, but lads, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like, share it with some friends, hit subscribe, and I will be coming out with more content for you all next week.